Ek is so bly julle kan inskakel. Ek kan nie wag om nuwe inligting met julle te deel hierdie kwartaal nie. Om nuwe dinge te leer is so opwindend. Have you ever seen cartoons? It is incredible how you can understand the whole story within one frame or even 3 frames, including the context, the characters, the emotions. Without knowing it, you are analyzing the cartoon to bring all the bits and bobs of the information together. Yes, indeed, the mind is a powerful thing. Your task? Take your thoughts and make them visible. Oh yes, and you need to write them in Afrikaans. Those are our 2 learning objectives for today. Are you ready? Let's have some fun. Oh wait, please jot down the words that pop up. These words are your vocabulary to help you write in Afrikaans. Take a few moments to read the cartoon strip. Besef jy dat jy alweer wiskunde dryp? Meneer, ek het nie 'n probleem met wiskunde nie. Ek kan wiskunde doen. Ek sukkel net om die antwoord te kry. You will be asked to analyze either a cartoon strip with at most 3 frames or a cartoon with 1 frame. Let's start with the 5 important questions. These questions provide you with the foundation for your analysis. Where do you think they are? Waar dink jy is hulle? Indeed, in school. Let's make our thinking visible and show how we know this. The desk he sits behind is a typical school bench. You know, those where you can lift the lid and someone forgot their fish sandwich and oh my goodness, the smell. Our second question. So if we are in school, what relationship do you think the characters have? Wat dink jy is die verhouding tussen die karakters? By the way, did you notice that the characters and karakters are spelled similarly? In Afrikaans, we do not use the letter C often, and it is in most cases replaced with a K. Back to our answer. Spot on. A teacher and a student. How do you know this? Hoe weet jy dit? Well, there could be 2 reasons. Adults in a school are usually teachers. They are speaking about wiskunde, which is maths. When does this discussion take place? Wanneer praat die 2 karakters? By logic deduction, dear Watson, I think it is during a lesson. Dit is gedurende 'n les. You know what is coming? Let's say it together. How do you know? You have the desk. The student is holding the pencil. Die student sit by die lesenaar en hou 'n potlood vas. One of the reasons we identify so quickly with a cartoon is because it shows a familiar scene. In class, a discussion between a teacher and a student. I'm sure you have experienced this situation. Now, we get to the interesting part. We are going to look at facial expressions, gesigsuitdrukkings, and body language, jou lyftaal. Cartoonists use these 2 techniques to tell us so much about the story and what is happening. It is important when answering these questions that you identify the action, die aksie, or the emotion, die emosie, and you need to be able to tell us how you know. Yep, our favorite saying for this lesson. Let me repeat. There are 2 parts to these questions. Name the emotion or action. Watter emosie of aksie is in Rampie 3. And you need to tell us how you know. Hoe weet jy dit? Let's look at frame 1, Rampie 1. Besef jy dat jy alweer wiskunde dryp? The speech bubble is a spraakbottel. Even speech bubbles can tell us something. In this case, a normal speech bubble shows his direct words, sy direkte woorde, while a cloud-like bubble, of wolkerige bobbel, means the character is thinking. Die karakter dink. This character, which is the teacher of die onderwyser, looks happy, cross, or disappointed. Which one did you choose? Absolutely, grade 9's the emotion is cross. Die emosie is kwaad. Hoe weet ons dit? His eyebrows are pulled inward. Sy wenkbrauwe is ingetrek. However, this alone does not tell us that he is cross. I mean, we can frown while we are thinking. So you need to talk about his eyes. His eyes are wide open, waar wyd oop. Other facial features include his moustache, which is spread out, a bit like he is huffing. Sy snorbaarde is uitgesprei. The last facial expression that tells us he is cross is his frown lines, sy fronslyne. Put all of these together. This is one angry teacher. Words can also tell us about how the words of die woorde were said. Take the word kan, which is written in capital letters, with letters, and bold, vetdruk. You would write, die woord is in vetdruk. Meneer, ek het nie 'n probleem met wiskunde nie. Ek kan wiskunde doen. The student emphasizes of beklemtoon that he is capable, hy het die vermoë, to do maths. And the opposite, teenoorgestelde, of what the teacher is saying. There is also an exclamation mark, 'n uitroepteken, to help the emphasis. Let's look at his eyes. It is droopy, verlep, which with the pencil near his mouth, die potlood naby sy mond, shows that he is sure about his fact. Hy is seker oor die feit. Wow, to analyze is a tough job, but someone has to do it. The punchline is usually in the last frame. And in this case, what makes the cartoon funny is the fact that the student just said the same thing as a teacher, but differently. The whole point of maths is to find the answer. Before we consolidate what we have learned, I want to show you about body language, lyfstaal. Here is an example. Do you think the teacher is running fast, vinnig, or slowly, stadig? By the way, those words are antonyms, antonieme, words with opposite meanings. Anywho, yes, I think you are right. Fast. Again, how do we know this? Here are the telltale signs. His legs and arms are raised in a running motion. Sy arms en bene is in 'n hardloopposisie. Daar is stofwolke. There are dust clouds. This poor teacher is running really, really fast. There are movement lines, bewegingsstrepe. There are many lines from top to toe. Daar is baie strepe van kop tot toon. He is literally running the door off its hinges. Hy hardloop die deur plat. Lastly, he has sweat flying, sweatdruppels wat vlieg. If the cartoonist used sounds in this cartoon, like swish or voom, they would have added klank na botsing. If we put all these elements together, which we do in a split second in our minds when reading the cartoon, we understand or verstaan the cartoon. Why do we need to know this? Part of our world is looking at visual text, whether it is an advert, a comic strip, or graphics. It is a skill to identify what you are thinking. So congratulations on taking this first step. But wait, before you go, let's practice some questions. Read the 5 questions listed on the screen and attempt to answer them based on what you have learned. It might be a good idea to jot down the answers. You have 5 minutes. Waar is die seun in Rompie 1? Gee rede vir jou antwoord. Voltooi die volgende sin. Die water is warm, want. Hoe weet jy die seun slaap in Rompie 2? Gee 2 redes vir jou antwoord. Waar of onwaar? Dit is die eerste keer dat Nielsie laat vir skool is. Haal 'n woord aan uit Rompie 3 wat dit bewys. Kies die regte antwoord, die uitdrukking in warm water beteken. Die water is warm, Jy is in die moeilikheid. Klim uit die pad. Jy gaan verbrand. Righty-ho, time to check those answers. Question 1. Where is the boy in frame 1? Give a reason for your answer. Hy is in die badkamer, the bathroom. Hoe weet jy dit? Hy lê in 'n bad. He is in a bath. Question 2. Complete the sentence. Die water is warm, want. The water is warm because. You could say there is steam, daar is stoom, or daar is bewegingsstrepe bo die water. Yay, we used bewegingsstrepe. Question 3. How do you know Nielsie is sleeping? Give 2 reasons. The Z's definitely give it away. Daar is Z's bo sy kop. Did you know we call these symbols emanata? Don't we sound fancy? That was one reason. Another is his eyes are closed and his arms are hanging over the bath. Sy oë is toe en sy arms hang oor die bad. Did you notice the question did not ask you to indicate any facial expressions or body language? This means you can use any reason in the frame. Second last question. Is Nielsie always late or seldom? Yes, always. So that is onwaar en die antwoord is weer. Okie dokie, last question. This question asks you to provide the meaning of an idiom, figurative language, and the in warm water literally means lying in a hot bath, but figuratively, you are in trouble. The answer is then B. Awesomeness, you completed your visual text questions with flying colors. Grade 9s, thank you for staying tuned in and learning how to sharpen your analyzing skills. Remember, practice makes perfect. So whenever you see a cartoon in any language, take a few moments to look at the cartoon and identify all the techniques that the cartoonist used. I always admire poets and cartoonists who can convey a message or theme using only a few words. We will also be looking at advertisements this term. Ooh, excited much? Baie dankie graad 9's. Ek sien julle in die volgende les weer.